Welcome back to GRTV News. You might remember hearing about a game based on the hit television series Prison Break a while back. It's actually still in production at Suitfly and it will be published by publisher Deep Silver. The game takes place during the first season of the show and you'll be playing as company agent Tom Paxton while he's trying to figure out why Michael Schofield became a bank robber in the first place. Swedish developer Avalanche Studios have just wrapped up development of the sequel to their 2006 action romp game Just Cause. And now news are from Hollywood that a movie deal has been made. Adrian Escarier, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, Adrian. The same guy who landed deals with both iOS Hitman and Kane & Lynch is the guy behind the deal. And after turning Hitman into a hit movie with a sequel actually on its way, he's now looking for $30 million in independent financing. If you've been following GRTV News now for a while, you know that one of my absolutely weakest points is sport games. I don't get them, I don't have fun playing them, and I just don't know anything about sports. Despite this, I do know that the EA cover curse is alive and kicking, and I'm actually going to cheat now again, just like last time I talked about sport games. I'm going to bring up my notes because, hey, I can't keep track of all of this. The most famous year was back in 2004 when they put a guy called Joe Thornton on the cover of NHL 04. You guys probably know who it is, I don't. He was arrested for assaulting a police officer. So EA Sports replaced him with Danny Heatley, who 4 days after the release wrapped his Ferrari around a tree, killing his passenger and another team member. What can you say? Now the curse seems to have struck again with a guy who's going to be on the cover of NHL 10, who is Blackhawks' Patrick Kane, which we have, I believe, mentioned on GRTV News before. He was recently arrested in his hometown of Buffalo, New York, after allegedly assaulting and robbing a cab driver. Now, rookie salaries can be a bit low, but hey, he probably would have been able to pay the guy $15 for the cab ride. With no real news on Hitman V, people are grasping for whatever little information they can find. Now, a listing on the resume of actor Mark Sloan turned up this week, where he said he'd done some motion capture work for the game at Rocksteady Studios, the developer of Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, that raises a brow or two, because we all assumed that IO Interactive themselves were working on Hitman V. So, does this mean that Rocksteady are in charge of development, or does it just mean that they're helping IO out? We don't know yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. Swedish developer Grinship shipped 3 games this year: Bionic Commando, Terminator Salvation, and Wanted Weapons of Fate. Now they filed for bankruptcy. We have reported earlier that they closed down their Gothenburg and Barcelona studios, but sadly that was not enough to save the company itself. Now, Grin are blaming delayed payments from publishers as a reason for the bankruptcy, but there's also rumors that cancelled contracts because their previous work did not live up to expectations are to blame. From the ashes rises a new game studio though, Outbreak Studios, who will focus their work on consoles like the iPhone and PSP, and downloadable content for XBLA, PSN, and online components for various AAA titles. And now we leave you with some sad news. Despite hints from LucasArts boss Daryl Rodriguez last week, the company has now stated that there is no X-Wing game under development. We're sorry to get your hopes up, but hopefully LucasArts noticed the buzz that news stirred up. Until next week, take care.